So today we are going to discussing about the unit number 3, active filters and oscillators. Active filters and oscillators. Did you visible the screen, Nana? Respond anyone. Did you visible the
Yes,
screen?
sir.
Yeah, fine. So active filters and oscillators. First, we need to know the basic introduction of active filters. Put a heading here. Along with me, you need to write it. I'll write here only key points. You need to write along with me. Okay, now. Introduction. Put a heading. Introduction. Fine. So in that, first, why we need to use this filter circuit? Why we need to use filter circuit? How many types of filter circuits are available? What are those basic description? So the first we need to know filters are used in circuits. Filters are used in circuits. Used in circuits. Used in circuits. I am writing circuits like this. Used in circuits, which requires two separation of signals. Filters are used in circuits which requires the separation of signals. The separation of signals according to their frequencies. Filters are used in circuits which requires the separation of signals. Which requires the circuits requires which requires the separation of signal according to the frequencies. And the filters are widely used in communication and signal processing. Filters are used in communication and signal processing. Used in communication, and filters are used in communication and signal processing. Signal processing. Signal processing. The filters are of two types. Here the filters are classified into two types. Filters classified into two types. Filters classified into two types. Two types. The first one is passive filter. Passive filter. Passive filter. And the second one is active filter. Active filter and passive filter. Therefore, the first one is passive filter and the second one is active filter. A frequency selective electronic circuit that passes a frequency selective electronic circuit that passes electronic signals of specified band. A frequency selective electronic circuit. Let us assume that if we have a frequency selective electronic circuit that passes electronic signals only at specified bandwidth of frequencies. So here, which means that if we have a frequency selective electronic circuit, here circuit will be allows only some specific band of frequency signals only. You need to keep, let us assume that here circuit will be allows only from 1 kilohertz to 10 kilohertz a band of frequency signals only. Assume that. You need to assume that, example, we have an electronic frequency selective electronic circuit. Your circuit will allows only between 1 kilohertz to 10 kilohertz band of frequency signals only. Beyond that and less than that, it is not beyond that. It is unable to allows the signals. Okay, and which attenuates the signals of frequencies. Which attenuates the signals of frequencies outside the band is called an electronic filter. Which attenuates the signals of frequencies outside the band is called an electronic filters. The filters may be either analog or digital. The filters may be analog or digital. Put a heading passive filter. Put a heading passive filter. Put a heading passive filter. Passive filter. Put a heading passive filter. Passive filter or mode of passive components. Passive filter, mode of passive component, mode of passive component only. Passive component, sorry, passive filters are mode of passive component, mode of passive component only. Passive filters are mode of passive components like resistors, resistor, capacitor and inductor. I need to write clearly. R means resistor, C means capacitor, L means inductor. Here I am writing or I am representing resistor means R, capacitor means C and inductor means L. But you need to write clearly resistors, capacitors and inductors. Passive filters are mode of passive components like resistor, capacitor and inductors at high frequencies. At high frequencies, which means that if the frequency is high, if the frequency is high, this arrow indicates high. If the frequency is higher at the high frequencies, inductors become problematic. At high frequencies, inductors become problematic. As the inductors become large, heavy and expensive, and high power dissipation. At high frequencies, inductors become problematic. As the inductors become large, heavy, expensive and high power dissipation, where at high frequency, at high frequencies. So here what will happen? At high frequencies, the inductor value or the inductor become problematic as the inductors become large, heavy, expensive, and high power dissipation. High power dissipation. High power dissipation. High power dissipation. So this is for passive filter. You need to remember that passive filters are made of passive components like a resistor, capacitor and inductor. At high frequencies, the inductor become problematic. As the inductor become problematic, large, heavy, expensive and high power dissipation. Coming to active filters, today heading active filters. Active filters. Active filters. Active filters. The active filters overcome the problems of passive filter. So why you go with the active filter means the active filter overcome the problem of passive filters. Active filters overcome the problems of passive filters, and they use the op-amp as the active element. So in that they are going to use the op-amp as the active element and the resistors and capacitors as the passive elements. Here you need to ask, these active filters are overcome the problems of passive filters and they are use the op-amp as active element. Op-amp as active element. Op-amp as active element. Op-amp as active element. Here we are going to use, all of you mute your phones. Active filter overcomes the problems of passive filters. They use the op-amp as the active element and resistor or and capacitor, resistors and capacitors as the passive elements. You know that passive elements are resistor and capacitor and inductor. Resistor and capacitor and inductor as the passive elements. You know it. Active elements are transistor, diode. These are the passive elements. Okay, resistor, capacitor and inductor. Active elements are, what are the active elements? Transistor, FET, diode. All are these comes under active elements. Okay, so the active filters provide, provides high gain. It provides high gain. Provides high gain. It provides high gain. It provides high gain. As the op-amp is used in non-inverting mode, let us assume that in the active filters, if we are going to use, or if we are going to assume that op-amp act as a non-inverting mode, or you need to use this in non-inverting mode, it offers high input impedance and low output impedance. Assume that if the op-amp is in non-inverting mode, if the op-amp is in non-inverting mode, non-inverting mode, then what will happen? The resistor, input resistor, the input resistor value, or the input, it offers the high input impedance. High input impedance. Impedance is high. Input impedance is high. What is the output impedance? Output impedance by default low. Output impedance is low. Output impedance is low. When this condition is going on or happening, as the op-amp is used in non-inverting mode, it offers high input impedance and low output impedance because of high input impedance of the op-amp. Because of high input impedance of the op-amp, large value resistor can be used, thereby reducing the value of the capacitor or size of the size and cost. We are going to reducing the value means size and cost of the capacitors. So because of high input impedance of the op-amp, large value resistor can be used here. Here we are going to use large capacitor value, thereby reducing the value of this large capacitor, large resistor, size and cost of the capacitor will going to change or reduced because of high input impedance of the op-amp, large value resistor can be used, thereby reducing the value of the capacitor. So what type of value is going to reduce for capacitor means size and cost. Size and cost. The next point is the active filters have limitations. The active filters have limitations. Next point is active filters have limitations. Active filters have limitations. Active filters have limitations. High frequency response is limited. High frequency response is high frequency response is high frequency response. High frequency response high frequency response is limited. Is limited. High frequency response is limited by what parameter? By the gain bandwidth. The gain bandwidth. The gain bandwidth. The gain bandwidth means BW. The gain bandwidth, or you need to assume that like this also you need to represent, no problem. G means gain, here BW means bandwidth. So here the active filters have their limitations too. Here the active filters have limitations to high frequency response is limited by the gain bandwidth product. Gain bandwidth product. Gain bandwidth product and slew rate of the op-amp. And slew rate of the op-amp. So we have two high frequency responses is limited by the gain bandwidth product and slew rate of the op-amp. Slew rate of the op-amp. Just you need to see that the most commonly used filters are. So up to now we discussed the introduction of filters and how many types of filters are available from according to our syllabus. What are the basic description of each and every filter we completed. Now the most commonly used filters are The most commonly used filters are commonly used filters. Commonly used filters are low pass filter. First one, low pass filter. High pass filter. Second one, high pass filter. Band pass filter. Band pass filter. And the fourth one is band reject filter or band stop filter. Band reject filter or band stop filter. So the most commonly used filters are low pass filter, high pass filter, band pass filter, band reject or band stop filter. Okay, so we need to see the frequency responses of each and every filter. We need to see the frequency response of each and every filter. So the frequency response of these filters are we need to draw. First we need to draw the low pass filter frequency response. First, this is the low pass filter frequency response. This is the high pass filter frequency response. Then band pass filter. Next, band reject filter. This is the band pass filter. So, band pass filter, band stop filter or rejected filter. So on x-axis we will take frequency. So on y-axis we need to take gain. Gain in decibels. See in this, for ideal case, we'll get it like this. This is for ideal. So this gain will get it from practical. This is for practical. హలో, నేను క్లాస్లో ఉన్నాను చెప్పినా నీకు. ఆ తర్వాత మాట్లాడదాం, నేను క్లాస్లో అన్న ముందు ఫోన్ పెట్టి. సో this is for ideal, this is the for practical. Okay, so this is stop band. This band stop band. Stop band. Sorry. Stop band. So this is the frequency at ideal case. So this is stop band. This indicates that this length. This indicates the stop band. This is the pass band. Pass band. Okay, so this is the gain 1, as in that if the gain is unity for ideal case. For ideal case, if the gain is ideal, sorry, if the gain is unity, so we need to call this as the ideal case only. So here we are drawing this frequency response based on unity gain only. So this is the pass band for high pass filter. These are the frequency responses for low pass, high pass, band pass and band rejected filters. Okay, you need to draw like this. This is the pass band. And this one is stop band. Stop band. Stop band. Okay, so this is this is the FH. This is also FH, high frequency. at this point. Next, band pass filter. See, this is the cutoff frequency set not. So from this we need to take right unity gain. So this is the low frequency, FL low frequency. This is the high frequency, FH. FH, FL. So this is the pass band. This one is pass band. Pass band. This is the pass band. So this is the stop band and this is the stop band. This is the stop band. Between that only it allows the signal. This is the stop band. Stop band, which means that it does not allow the signals between in this frequency range. This is also stop band. Or band rejected filter. Stop band. Okay, here also see. This is the F0, FL, this is the FH. This is the stop band filter. Stop band filter. This is the stop band region. This is the pass band. Pass band. Okay, this is also pass band. Pass band. At unity gain. Okay, here we have a, this is 0.07. This is 0.707. Seven decibels. So this is the frequency responses of this is the frequency responses of 3 filters. Sorry, 4 filters: low pass filter, high pass filter, band pass filter, band stop filter. If the examiner will ask the question, draw the frequency responses of most commonly used filters. If you will ask the question like this means you need to draw the frequency responses like this. You need to draw the frequency responses like this. So the active filters are typically specified by the voltage transfer function. The active filters are typically specified by the voltage transfer function. Active filters are typically specified by the voltage transfer function. H of S is equals to. Shall I close this? Shall I close this, Nana?
Yes, sir.
So the active filters are typically specified by the voltage transfer function. Active filters specified by the voltage transfer function. Voltage transfer function. Transfer function. V naught of H of S is equals to H of S is equals to V naught of S by is the transfer function. V naught of S by, because of that reason here we are getting SS. VA of S. Voltage transfer functions. H of S is equals to V naught of S divided by Vi of S. If S is equals to J omega, if S is equals to J omega, S is equals to J omega, H of J omega, H of J omega is equals to mod of H of J omega, H of J omega exponential of phi of omega, exponential of J into phi of. So where H of J omega mod H of J omega is magnitude of function, magnitude of magnitude function. Phi of omega phase function, phase function. Okay, usually the magnitude response of this active filter or the magnitude response is given in decibels. 20 log magnitude response given in decibels, 20 log h of j omega mod. And the phase response, this is the magnitude response. This is the magnitude response. MR means magnitude response. Phase response, PR. MR means magnitude response. Phase response, PR. Pi of omega into 57.296 degrees into 57, or in it right, 57.296 degrees. 296 degrees. So this is the magnitude response of this active filters. The magnitude response of the active filters usually 20 log mod h of j omega, and phase response is pi of omega into 57.296. So this is the introduction of filters. This is the introduction of filters. So in the next class we will discuss the first order low pass filter. First order low pass filter. In the third hour, we have third hour. In that we will discuss